Hi guys, I'm Steve XFR and thank you for watching my new video. COVID-19 is infecting the whole world. I think many students like me don't have school because of the coronavirus. However, what to do during this time? Let's learn about what Coach Newton did during the Great Plague. You probably know that I call him Coach, and I'll explain later of why. If you don't know who Issac Newton is, you can see him in a lot of places. For example, the Westminster Cathedral in London, UK, or on a £1 cash. And of course, Newton will appear in our physics textbook. Newton is also a unit of force, and for example, adults boxers' punch can reach 3,500 Newton. The Great Plague, lasting from 1665 to 1666, was the last major epidemic of the bubonic plague to occur in England. The Great Plague killed an estimate of 100,000 people, almost a quarter of London's population, in only 18 months. A popular belief during the Great Plague was that the disease was caused by dogs and cats, and this was not so. The plague was caused by disease-carrying fleas, which are carrying the body of rats. The plague was finally brought under control in 1666, when the Great Fire of London burned down most areas affected by the plague. The fire destroyed 13,200 houses, 87 parish churches, St. Paul's Cathedral, and most of the buildings of the city authorities. During the Great Plague, Coach Newton went back to Woolsthorpe Manor. According to Google Maps, the walk will take 19 hours and 36 minutes from Cambridge University to Woolsthorpe Manor. Newton returned to Woolsthorpe Manor in 1665 when Cambridge University closed due to the plague. This is also said to be the site where Newton, observing an apple fall from a tree, was inspired to formulate his law of universal gravitation. Newton realized there was certain problems that mostly motion and falling object you can't solve with any classical mathematical formula. So he invented the means to compute virtually any rate of change: the moon's path around the Earth, the growth pattern of a spiral shell, the trajectory of a projectile fired from a cannon, and a new type of mathematics was born: calculus. Calculus is used today in every branch of the mathematics, science, and engineering. Every time you have a changing quality, so you have to use calculus. At Woolsthorpe Manor, he performed many of his most famous experiments, most notably for his work on light and optics. In August 1665, Sir Isaac bought a prism and tried some experiments on the discarded book of colors. And when he came home, he darkened the room and made a small hole in the window and let only one ray of the sun's light in. He placed the prism at its entrance that it might be refracted to the opposite wall. It was very pleasing vivissement to view the vivid and intense color produced. For centuries, white light was considered the purest form of energy in the universe. Newton was about to prove that it was wrong. Everybody knew that if you let sunshine shine through a prism. What they didn't know was what happened next. If you put a second prism into a piece of beam, Newton showed that the colors of the spectrum could not be split any further. They were elemental, while light was composite. The Balmer series is one of the set of 6 named series describing the spectral line emissions of the hydrogen atom. The Balmer series is calculated to be using Balmer formula, empirical equation discovered by John Balmer in 1885. Before Newton, a prism was just a toy. Now he had made it into a tool that could be transforming the study of our world and outer space. 90% or more of our knowledge from the universe has come from collecting light from the sky and stars and planets, and splitting it effectively through a prism. They can tell us about the composition of planetary atmospheres or the composition of stars. They can also tell us about the rotation rates of planets. All of that derives to Newton's looking at the colors. Newton once said that I do not know when I appear to the world, but to myself I seem to have only been like a boy playing on the seashore, amusing myself by now and then finding a smoother pebble or prettier shell than ordinary, while the great ocean of truth lay all undiscovered for me. So, during this special time, do you want to be someone like Newton? Also, John Maynard Keynes said, Newton was not the first of age of reason, he was the last of the magicians. If you want to know why he said that, the answer will be in my future video. I'll also tell you about some secrets about Coach Newton. Please subscribe and like the video, and there will be more cool and interesting topics that I'll talk about in the future videos.